He doesn't allow me bet her. He's the one that bet her.
Oh, okay.
So I feel she said first of all he started like fingering her.
What's your
Anytime
private part?
yes,
What's your
once she
private part?
private part, she will be like penetrating with his hand. How did you do it? I was like, no, even the day she gave a statement in the police station, she was like, he said he will use his speech,
His saliva.
his saliva on his penis and put me on top.
So guys, we have Miss Betta right on Moment with Blessing CEO. So Miss
Wow,
Betta,
wow,
nice to have you. You're
wow.
so pretty.
Thank you.
Black
You
beauty.
too.
Miss Betta. Is that an English name or
It's a German name,
German
as in
name?
Bertha.
Okay, Betta.
Better.
Nice to have you here, and thank you so much for wanting to share. It's very difficult to want to share your voice in
Thank you. I'm
public.
so happy meeting you.
Same
So
here, same here, darling.
I'm so happy, so excited now to
No,
express
you don't need
it.
to express it. I'm excited too.
Hi, thank you.
All right. So, wanted to know why you came on the show and what you want to share with us. How do you want us to help you? How do you want us to assist you? So
Um,
let's hear from you.
okay, as I said, my name is Betha. I'm from Akwa Ibom.
I don't want to hear this. Fine.
Oh,
Okay.
she's just.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Akwa Ibom. I'm a mother of three, two boys and a girl.
Okay.
So I my marriage finished. So let's say finish 7th of April 2020, where
How long were you married?
for 10 years.
10 years.
Yes.
You tried. My own was just 1 year and 6 months. So kudos to you. You tried. 10 years. You're a strong woman. Okay.
Yeah, for 10 years, almost 11 years.
Okay.
That is with the cutting and everything.
Okay.
But officially it was 2017.
Okay.
Okay, so on that fateful day of April 7th, I was in the sitting room. I was birthing my son, my last baby, where my daughter approached me to tell me that the father has been molesting her, has been sleeping with her.
Huh?
Yes,
Huh?
yes.
Huh? How old is she?
Then she was 6 years.
I want to understand something. Where did her boldness come from? Because when I hear stories like this, young kids can't tell their parents. I want to understand that because for her to be able to tell you that, you must be friends with your kids.
Yeah,
Yes, because children get molested, but they cannot tell their mothers. That's why I'm shocked that she can actually tell you, mommy, my dad. These are things that kids don't stay until they're 18, 19, 20.
yeah. My children are my friend. I make them my friend. I make my children that anytime anything they can tell me, they can talk to me. So and outside that, their father has that habit of cheating, bringing women, even sleeping with ladies, girls in their presence. So um, it was something that even at that age, my daughter could understand the pains that I was always going through. So at some point, when she came to me and said, "Mom, I want to tell you something," I was like, you can tell me. Say, "No, mom, you're betting our baby. Finish when you finish out." I said, "Don't worry, go ahead. I'm listening to you." She said, "Mom, do you know that daddy has been sleeping with me?" I was weak. And in fact, my little baby almost fell from my hand. I paused and like for like some minutes I asked her again, "What did you say?" Say, "Yes, mommy. Daddy has been sleeping with me. This is not the first time. This is making it the fifth time that daddy has been sleeping with me." God, I, in fact, it was a terrible thing for me. It took me more than an hour before I got myself again to be able to
His
ask.
biological daughter.
Yes, our first child. Um, she said, "Mommy, do you know he has been threatening me never to mention it or tell you that if she does it, that he will kill her. And moreover, that he's not ready to leave me now. She should never ever said or mention it to me. But she just want to tell me because She knows that daddy has not been good to you. Daddy has been making you cry every time. So on hearing it, because he was in the house that day, he was in the room. At that time, we were staying in the room and parlor self-contained. So he was in the room. So when he heard it, he carried his phone, wore his clothes, and left the house. So since then, I I didn't see him again. So I sent him a message that even if you enter underneath, that I will find you and I must make sure that you're arrested. So he ran away.
You didn't pick anything from the house.
He didn't pick anything. So I set him up. I used someone, his friend, his close friend, set him up and he fell for it. That was how he was arrested. So we were in the police station for, he was there for like 6 months or thereabout.
Locked up.
Yes, locked up. And we were only able to go to court once. And after then, anytime that you want to go to court, is either they will say the file is missing one thing or one thing and the other. And so many things was happening. Instead, at some point, the police people were started begging me to withdraw the case and all that. People, the family and all that. The mother was threatening me with death, with madness and everything. That if I don't withdraw the case, if I don't make the son to be free, that it's going to kill me, it's going to make me run mad. So many things. Just that my phone that I used that time, I was involved in one chance. I had all the evidence on that phone. So I lost that phone. That side has gone. So during the answers, that was when they freed all the inmates when they burnt down the station. So all of them
Which
were
is,
freed.
where is the station?
It was at Ajiwe, Aja.
Okay, in
So
Lagos here.
yes, in Lagos here. So since then, I've not seen him, and I don't want to see him. Though at some point there was a time that I called him, because ever since then I've not been able to lay hand on something to be able to cater for my children, give them life that I've always been wanting to give them. So there was a time that all of them, the three of them, fell sick, and I didn't have money. I had to like call him and begged him to help support.
After he ran away from
Yeah,
prison.
after he came out, like it was this year. This one I'm telling you is this year. When he came out from there, it was around 2020, that same year, that during that protest, that was, I think that was 22 of October 2020. That was when the NSAS protest.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was when he came out. So this one I'm telling you is just last this year. Yeah, this year.
What does he do for a living?
I really don't know what he's doing now. As I
What was he doing then?
when we were together, immediately I got pregnant for my first child. He stopped working, so I was the one catering for everything. I took responsibility of everything.
He was
Everything.
just at home doing
He was
nothing.
just at home doing nothing.
Okay. So what was the reason for calling him when you knew that he wasn't even doing anything? Was he doing, did you hear he was doing something?
I
Why did you
had
call him?
I heard that he's doing something. I had though I didn't call him because I heard he was doing something. I just like, let me call him if he will, maybe if he might wants to assist, because I had no option. It got to an extent that nobody wants to pick my call again. Nobody wants to assist me again because they feel I disturbed. I call every time to beg for money. So I didn't have anyone to talk to help me for the children bills in the hospital and all that. The three of them fell sick at the same time. So when I called, he heard that is my voice. He hung up. He did not. So the doctor collected the number and called him. He told the doctor that the doctor should never ever call him again. That what if he died while in the police custody? Would I have come to the grave to ask him for money? The doctor told him, "These are your children." He said, "Yes, when they grow up, they will look for me." That is none of his business. Nobody should call him again. So since then, up to now,
Psychologically, how has your daughter been coping? That's the most
it
important.
wasn't easy for her at that initial
How old is
stage.
she now?
She's 9 years now. She's approaching 10.
Okay. So
By
the
May
psychological
2nd.
effect, does she still talk about it?
No,
Okay.
no.
Do you
She's
think she has forgotten about it?
She has not forgotten about it, but she has not been mentioning it as before.
Okay. How do you think she was able to get past that? For those
I
people who are going
was
through the same thing.
I was always there for her.
Okay.
I was always there for her. That was
And at least she saw that her mom
yeah.
fought, her mom did
Yes,
something.
yes, she saw that I did something. And secondly, my first son really helped me
Hmm.
because that one is 8, because anytime, there's this first child, first daughter and father's bond.
Bond.
So she loved her dad
Yeah.
more than myself. So the trauma was just too much on her. It was the brother that was always, why are you always thinking of this man that raped you? Do you want him to come back and rape you? Don't cry for daddy. Don't look for him. No, sometimes I'll be listening to them. No, they don't know. They'll think I'm sleeping. They don't know that I'm not sleeping. I hear them talk most times. So after everything, I'll go hold her, hug her, and talk to her. Don't worry, I'll be your father. I'll be your mother. I'll be there for you. So long as I'm alive, I'll take care of you. Forget about him. So at some point, she doesn't talk about it again. So there was a time, I think their friends were talking about their father, this and that, and all that. So, like, good news. Well, who is your daddy? I've never seen your daddy before. So I don't have a daddy. It's my mommy that's my daddy. It's my mommy that's my mom. Say, how do you mean? I was still there. He said, listen, say, how do you mean? My son, my first son said, don't mind that useless man that is called my daddy. He's the one that raped my sister. After everything, I called him. I said, don't be saying it again. And my daughter was crying. She cried and she cried and she cried. I called them inside. I said, don't say it again. Don't repeat this again. So since then, except they hear maybe like if I have a conversation with someone and we talked about it and I look at her, how she will feel and how she will react, I see that she is strong. She, unlike before that when maybe she hears me talk about it, maybe on the phone or
She'll feel
talking to
bad.
her, she will feel bad. But now,
Medically, is she okay? Did you
yeah,
take her
yeah,
for
I
medical?
have the test result with me. It's
Okay.
inside my bag, the medical
Okay, let's get
test.
to the medical
So
results.
they test her as at that period she did not have any
Diseases
disease.
or
No, she did not. She did not. She was fine. Other ones were like the
Lagos State government. I'm
yes,
glad it's
yeah,
a reputable hospital.
yeah. One is at Yaba. They sent it directly to the police station. They didn't give me any of the copy. Then um there's this hospital at Jakonde. That one they said they don't do that because of their reputation. So this was the test result. But since then I've not gone back again to check because they said as at that time everything is okay. That they gave me like in another 6 months or so
For
that
you
I
to
should
come back and
yes
check.
to come back and check her again. So, but I've not done that.
First of all, Inspector, I'm sorry.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm not even fine.
I'm fine.
Me, I'm not fine.
I know.
I'm hearing the story. I'm not fine. Not more of you. You're strong. You're strong. I don't know how I would have reacted, but let me not even say. But you're strong, and I'm happy that. What gives you the boldness to share this? Because this is what a lot of women hide. They take it to their grave. Why do you? Where's your audacity coming from to want to share this so-called shame? Because it's shameful. My husband, they protected. Why are you so bold about it?
Protect what? Protect a man that always molest children, bring different kinds of women. He feels free to cheat. He feels free to cheat and tell me if you like, forgive me. If you don't like, don't forgive me. God has forgiven. It's the nature of a man to cheat.
What's up with the relationship? Did you not sense this all through the period of the
Not
relationship?
at all. I was like, I've never met this kind of man before in my life.
Angel,
Like, seriously.
why do you think that he changed?
I really don't know. But according to him, because sometimes when we are having misunderstanding, he will tell me that if I did not show you that side of my life, will you have married me? I wanted to marry you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it was a game.
For him.
Okay, he practically played that particular part of his
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
That means he was an intentional man.
It
He
was,
knew
yeah.
everything he
He
was
knew
doing.
everything. Yeah. He knew it.
It's his audacity too for me.
Even if you want to call him now, you can call him. You will hear what he will tell you. It's the same thing. Don't call me again. It's not my business.
If I want to go for such man, he won't try that with me.
I'll give you his number.
He won't. He won't dare. Then he will see a different type of, kind of sometimes when a man marries a woman, he knows your capacity of strength,
Yeah,
and he
sure.
knows how far you can go, and he knows that financially you're not buoyant enough. Because in this part of the world, when you're financially bad, I don't think he's going to be making, you understand, so much noise. As he's come, as they are burning that police station, I'm thinking this one is not. I will.
No, it's not that I wouldn't have done something about it again. It's just that I face a lot. Diabolical, they went down everywhere just to make sure they bring me down. So on my own, I wanted to withdraw the case because I was tired.
Tired.
The back and forth, everything, the lashes, the this and that, the call, the threatening and everything. My parents were like, you dare not. But in my own case, I was one wearing the shoe. I
Shoes.
knew what I was going through. I was like, let him go. Let him go. He will face it.
He will meet his
And
match.
he will meet his match. Let him go.
So why are you on the show? How do you want us to help you? Because from the whole case right now, it's like you've let the case go. You fought as much as you can fight, and your daughter is healing. I would still love to talk to your daughter off camera. I would love to be her number one fan because she's a strong and a bold young lady. She doesn't know what she has done for her mom. Yes, because I've had so many stories anonymously that these children, I've seen a lot of young girls who were molested, but they got to 18.
Before they
And they'll
speak
start
out.
asking you, why you not talk since?
Mm,
Why you not talk since? That's why I want this. This is like one of the first story that a 6-year-old girl have the audacity to tell her mom. They don't say it, they wait until I don't know why the fear, but like the father's always threatening, I'll
threaten
kill
them.
you.
Yes, I'll
So I don't
kill
know
you.
what gave her the boldness to say, I don't and imagine the kind of love. Because oftentimes these people who molest your kids are the closest people, these pedophiles.
Of course.
So there was a girl I heard her story and she told me that when her father was sleeping with her, she didn't see it like molestation. It came like love. You know, when we're talking about pedophiles, people always ask why don't the younger children talk? But they don't people don't understand something about pedophiles. It comes like love. It comes with that person that gives you sweets.
Exactly.
Pedophiles are not your enemies. They are your close. That uncle you used to drop
Of
your children
course.
with.
Of
That
course.
auntie. So it's
Was
always a love
of course we were
sweet.
always playing together. I was
Yes.
like,
Then he
oh
starts to touch her. She sees it as
no,
part of love.
he doesn't allow me bet her. He's the one that bet her.
Okay.
So I feel she said first of all he started like fingering her.
What's your
Anytime,
private part?
yes,
What's your
on she
private part?
private part, she will be like penetrating with his hand. How did you do it? I was like, even the day she gave a statement in the police station, she was like, she said he will use his speech,
His saliva.
his saliva on his penis and put me on top. I don't know. It is well. It is well. It is well. We thank God. So that's just so I'm here because I've tried as much as I could to have something doing so that I can.
What do you want to do? What can you do? What were you doing? You know, you said you were catering for the home. What were you doing before?
I am a business developer.
You sound very enlightened and you're very beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm not trying to blow your head off, like to be very, like it's. I used to think that things like this happen to naive women who are in because most people who get even when I was working with the police, I hear this story mostly from rural areas. You know, that point a woman doesn't have. Like, I didn't know that it could happen to So I see you like a very smart, exposed woman.
I'm very smart.
Like from you are very smart.
Yeah. Um. Actually, I was working in the supermarket. I was the one managing it.
Okay.
Yeah. I've managed like two supermarkets, outstanding supermarkets, and the third one I didn't last because of the distance.
Okay.
So mostly I developed supermarket retail businesses.
Okay.
And the last job I did was marketing, but I left the job also because of the the distance.
What do you say?
I stay at Lakwe,
Okay.
and you know that our road is terrible. So I wake up every day by 4 before I will get home to be like around 9, 10, and before I will get to bed to be 11, 12. So it was getting to me. Coupled with that, my brain is not stable. So I just had to like, okay, let me look for something close by
To do.
to do.
So what are you
So
doing for now?
for now, I'm working with Red Bull.
Okay.
I'm merchandising for them. So they pay me 50,000, and it's not enough for me.
Okay. Children's school
School, then school fees and
responsibility.
everything and all that. Even as I speak to you, I really don't know what is happening because my rent expired since May, and the landlord has been on me. He gave me till last week Friday that just passed.
So how
back
much is
out.
this rent?
It's 350.
Okay, you stay in a 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom.
2 bedroom flat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
So now, do you want a job or you want to start a business of your own?
I can do the both. There's nothing I can do. That's just me.
What kind of business can you do? Because these days we are not so reliable when it comes to working.
Yeah.
Everybody is struggling financially. So what kind of business do you think you can start up to add to whatever you're
For me,
doing?
what I have a lot of business ideas, but
Mhm.
what I would really love, my number one business that I really love to, if I have the opportunity, is going into selling drinks,
Oh, every
wholesale.
woman wants to sell drinks.
Yeah, it's something that moves.
Okay.
It's something that I've done, so I know how it works.
Drinks.
Yes, drinks.
Is it going to be like a restaurant, a
No,
bar?
not a restaurant. Like sell it in wholesale, like you like distributorship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay. These drinks, mineral, alcohol,
it could
malt.
be alcohol, it could be
Okay.
minerals, could be water. Those things. It's
Just
some
in bulk.
yes in bulk.
So you can do this around your area.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's doable. There's hope. And thank you so much. Like, I can't thank you enough for having the boldness to want to share. You don't even know what you've done for a lot of women out there who are battling with the same thing. Thank you so much. God bless you. And I'm
Thank you.
hoping that we'll be able to put a smile on your face
I
on the
can't wait.
show. I'm so certain because even me as I'm talking to you, I'm moved. So I'm so positive. Thank you so much, Beta. So guys, you've heard from Beta, very beautiful woman, and it takes a whole lot to come open to want to share your pain. All of us are going through pain. Do you understand? It takes a lot to want to come and share your pain because when you share your pain, it's like you're helping the next person. So we're going to lend a helping hand. We're going to put a smile on Betta's face. We're going to put a smile on her daughter's face. We are going to show her that yes, you can be strong single-handedly because her daughter is watching her. She's standing both as a man and as a woman. Because the reason why a lot of women cannot come out and talk about what their husbands are doing to their kids, now money to chop. That's the greatest fear. They know that once they come out, the man is going to kick them out. I'm going to stand by Better. It's what if I've carried the matter set on my head like gala. So, Better, thank you so much for having me.
I
I
think
love you so very much.
I still have something to talk about.
Okay, go ahead.
Um, I've come across some ladies that they will say if I leave, because I know of a lady that the husband have slept with three of her daughters, and like she said, if I leave, who will marry me? The fear of who will marry me again, and the way men out there looked at women like single mothers, the tagging, in fact, everything.
Who will marry you? How does it concern sleeping with your daughter?
That if they leave, no man will want to marry them again because they have three children, because they have
So they
four
rather
children.
sit and
So the fear of who will marry me again is what is making. I've had it. I think I've met one or two or three people in my situation, same situation, that they'll say they can't come out because of men, what they will say, what people will say, and especially who will marry me again.
do you intend to do you have that fear of who will marry me?
I don't even want to remarry.
Do you
I don't want to remarry.
maybe because
Like,
you've not come out of the psychological trauma.
like
I've been divorced before and I have 2 kids. Should I tell you something? My fear is not who we marry. My fear is now
that's not
who
my
will I even
fear.
choose?
No, no, no. That's not my. In my own case, I have lots, especially single guys that have not even
See fine girls
married.
like oh which one is who will marry me? Like how?
Like,
The question
I'm
is
the
can
one
you
saying
marry
I
us?
don't want that
Thank
fear
you.
of. I don't want that. In fact, if I think of what for the past how many years
You've
that
been
I was in,
through.
like what I've been through, the pains, for how many years I was soaked in tears. Even in the office, my boss was like, "Better come out of this marriage. It's not working for you. You're a beautiful woman." I was like, God. I was also in that same. I don't want to. I don't
Who will
want to
marry
be
me?
tagged. No, I don't want to be tagged single mother.
Mother.
That was just me. And I don't want to have children for different men. That was just me. But now I have three children. You marry for waiting again now.
This point of I don't want to have children from different men. It's not better to have children from different men than have children with one useless man. Let's be very honest. Like I don't know what so this tag is very funny. You want to have children for one man that cannot take care of the children. I rather have for 25 that can everybody can own. I don't understand own their responsibility
That was
because
my own mentality.
fatherhood is not who born you.
Exactly.
Fatherhood is who takes care of you. My mom would say, Mommy is different from mother. We must get to this point of our lives where we get to understand these points. It's a sole responsibility given to us. When you cannot do that responsibility, you cannot be called a father. Because these children will grow up. No matter how people say they will go find their papa, they know that their parents are, they know the story
They know the
behind it.
story.
That's the honest
They
truth.
know the
So
story.
to the beautiful woman out there that is saying who will marry you, the fact is there's something I'm going to speak in Igbo. If format good things don't finish, who will, there are plenty that will marry you.
Yes,
Just
so
give yourself a better life. Do you understand? Stop settling for less. And it's because these men know that you have that fear of who will marry me.
exactly.
That's the reason why they keep treating you the
After all,
way
you
they
have
treat you.
4 children, you have 3 children. Who will
We
marry you?
move, we look hot, we look sexy, please. A lot of men, responsible men who are even watching this podcast, will marry you.
Yes, so
Because there are still men out there who can stand for strong and powerful women. Until we come your way next time, guys. See you next time
thank
on
you.
Momented Blessings
Thank
Lady. Love you
you.
so much,
I
Bella,
love
and
you
thank you
too.
so much for coming.
All right.
I think you've
Thank
actually
you.
fought the strongest battles.
Like,
You fought the strongest battles. And you know, when God wants to bless you is when you want to give up. That point, it looks as if you're in your peak. That's when the blessings is coming. So don't worry. You don't even
this is
know.
my last baby.
Ah, he's so
Let me
cute.
show you my daughter. The So when I look at how
Them
handsome and beautiful they are, I was just
and
like,
how strong they are.
yeah, I was just like, why,
Because
why?
your son is even, is that your daughter?
Yeah, she
Your son is
is
even sounding like, oh my god, she's so pretty. Your son is even sounding like one mature,
very
like they grew up
mature,
so fast, and they are smart and intelligent.
very smart.
You know, one thing is to
Especially
have.
this one. She's so intelligent, super intelligent.
So there's somewhere she's going. So I don't want you to ever think of suicide or wanting to kill yourself or hurt yourself.
Ah,
Please don't.
I can't. Anyway, it's just sometimes when I know how many times I've gone to bed without food, and like even
You
as
know
I,
the beauty about you? You don't look like your problem.
yeah, that's what people say.
And I love you. Don't look like your problem.
That's what people say, and they're like, if I don't tell you, you will never know
That's how
that
it's supposed to be.
this is what I'm going
That's how
through.
it's supposed to be. You
Some people
don't
will
look like
like,
what you're going through. And I'm
I
happy that
just
you don't look like what you're going through. So keep putting that smile on your face.
thank you.
We've all been through some places.
Sure,
Like
sure.
sometimes when I look at myself, I can't even believe I'm here. We all have our stories. And we got to this point of our life because we did not give up.
Of course,
Now we've gotten to the point that we are telling our story. People think that we are lying. You know,
of
there's a
course.
point you will get, and when you tell people your story, you say, you're gonna get
Are you
drowned.
the first person to face it?
No, they don't even believe that you faced it. Because at that point you've passed that stage.
Of course.
I see a lot in you. First of all, you have what it takes to be there. You have the audacity, you are spoken, you are confident. And you know, in this part of the world, as a confident woman, they don't like us. So don't stop being that confident woman because you don't
Thank
even
you.
know this story, what God wants to use it to do in your life. So I urge you to still be strong. Don't worry. Help will come. If help doesn't come, it's going to come directly from me.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank
So
you.
just be strong and I love you better.
I love
Thank
you
you so
too.
much.